Hey, I'm Jeremy Ashburn with PushLeads, helping small businesses get more leads without struggle and frustration. And what we're doing in this video is looking at our PushLead systems. So PushLeads has 7 different systems that we've developed that helps our clients get higher and at the top of Google really fast. So PushLeads has 7 different systems that we've created that helps us. So PushLeads has 7 different systems that we've created that helps our clients get to the top of Google and show up for AI searches. So let's get into it. So first of all, I'm Jeremy Ashburn, the founder of PushLeads, and we are a digital agency. So first of all, I'm Jeremy Ashburn with PushLeads, and I'm the founder of PushLeads, and we are a digital marketing agency based in Asheville, North Carolina, serving 40 plus local business. And I'm the builder of PushRank. It's an automated marketing system that publishes content for our clients. We started doing the work in January of 2026, and we built PushRank as well as a whole. We started doing the work in January of 2026, and we built PushRank and a whole bunch of other systems as well. And most of our clients are companies that keep a town running: contractors, plumbers, roofers, carpet cleaners, and also restoration companies. So the short version here is that as an agency owner, managing 40 plus clients, doing blogging, publishing content, doing YouTube videos, doing all the things gets really repetitive. In the beginning of 2026, I started archetyping different robots So in the beginning of 2026, I started building different robots that do the job around the clock. And instead of actually doing the work manually, we have robots that do it instead. And this deck explains exactly how. So of course, we still have people in the process that are looking over everything and doing the judgment and evaluating the content. And we have clients, and of course we have clients we have some clients that want to have everything manually approved, whereas other clients have content that we publish on an ongoing basis. And so the system works great for both. So let's take a look at the actual system. So before we look at the system, let's look at who we work with: home service pros like restoration companies, plumbers, builders, dumpster rental companies. We work with health and wellness, med spas, fitness studios, acupuncture clinics. We work with local shops and experiences like art galleries, sewing studios, tour companies, vacation rental management companies, and of course professional services, which are funeral homes, developers, tech companies. About half of our clients are based in Western North Carolina and half the rest of the country. So what have we accomplished? So these are real numbers from our marketing systems, not fluff. We essentially are publishing 150 pieces of optimized content every week across all of our clients. We essentially are managing 50 plus Google Ads accounts. We're watching and managing the work every day. And we have 30 to 40 plus local businesses we work with. Okay, I'm going to redo this from the beginning. So here's what we've accomplished. These are real numbers from our systems, not marketing fluff. We publish 150 pieces of optimized content every week, and that's across all of our clients. We're managing 50 Google Ads accounts. We're managing 50 plus Google Ads accounts every day, and we have 40 plus clients and we have 40 plus clients where their businesses are growing. They're showing at the top of Google and AI, etc. And so our clients are showing up in AI answers like ChatGPT and Google, and our clients are showing up in AI searches like ChatGPT, Perplexity, Gemini, Google's AI overviews, etc. So we built systems that improve all of that. So how everything got started is that I've been in business for about 15, 16 years and doing all the work manually. And Claude kept saying, hey, you're wanting to build systems that can do a lot of this repetitive work like publishing blogs. I can build it for you. And it wasn't until one weekend where I was like, okay, my partner was out of town for the weekend. I'm going to go ahead and power drive through and get going with Claude Code. And so that's how everything got started. And from there, it all exploded. So Claude gave me the nudge, and Claude was like, hey, you want to build an autonomous system. Why don't you use Claude Code to do it? And so that weekend finally happened. It was a long weekend, and I built my first robot, or automation, or Claude calls them drivers. And this was called Rankbot. It was a real simple robot that would get keywords from SEMrush, which is one of our data tools, and then put that keyword into our own database so we could see the effectiveness. And it worked. And it worked great. It didn't ever need a coffee break. And for me, that was a light bulb moment, because if we could build one robot that does one thing, we could build a whole team of robots that do these things. And we did. We started building robots that collect, that think, that write, that publish, and that analyze. And so that initial creation, Rankbot, became a system, and that system became PushRank. And then later on, PushRank became a whole family of systems. So PushRank is our core SEO engine, and what it is an autonomous SEO system that helps our clients climb higher in Google search and show up for AI searches, mostly by itself. What it replaces is hours of collecting, analyzing, and writing content that used to eat an entire marketing team whole week of work. And what our clients see is fresh content, fixed problems, climbing rankings, showing up in AI, and they see everything in a live dashboard all in one place. So how PushRank works? So how does PushRank work? Well, essentially there are 5 stations that Matt. So how does PushRank work? There were 5 processes that do the entire thing. There's a listening process that collects data where each client, there's a listening process that collects data for clients and finds out what people are searching for, and then how healthy each website is. There are thinking robots that study the data, that measure the next smartest move, and then publish new pages, new blogs, or update content. There's also whenever we're publishing content, there's also a check before anything goes live. It passes through a safety gate so that we're not publishing the same blog over and over again, or not publishing the same inner hidden page over and over again. And then in step 4, it does the acting, the approved work gets done, the articles get written, the blogs get published, and the problems are fixed. And then of course, the last step is the remember function, where everything gets recorded to a master brain, so every robot knows what every other robot is working on. So these are 5 stations running every day for every client every week. And then PushRank keeps itself honest through safety gates, where every action gets a practice run first. If the practice run fails, nothing goes live, no exceptions. There's speed limits per client, where brand new clients, we start off moving really slow. Sometimes clients want to approve everything we do before we publish, which is totally fine. Other clients just want us to consistently publish 2 or 3 blogs a week and maybe 5 or 10 inner pages a week. And of course, like I mentioned, clients get access to a live dashboard where they can see their rankings, traffic, and content, and everything we're doing in one place. It's all about transparency. And then over time, this one engine, PushRank, became a family of actually 7 different systems, because I realized I love to build things. And I want to build things that actually solve practical problems. So each system helps grow the business in a different way. PushRank handles the actual SEO aspects, showing up for AI. PushCold opens the door through cold email. PushAds manages the advertising. PushLink is our LinkedIn outreach process. PushVid produces the video. PushSosh keeps social media alive happening. PushBrowse works the controls and builds entire websites or manages websites. And then all of them share the same access to brain so that they can all be successful. PushCold is our cold email system that is personal, never spamming. These are small batches of carefully written emails that send These are small batches of carefully written emails to businesses that we can help. It's verified at each stage. Every address, every email of every person in the system we check to make sure it's a real person. And then every lead is judged by an AI judge before it goes into the system. And then every reply is scored by follow-up interest. So hot leads are pinging our phones, our database, and we reach out and we cold call these people and talk to them and get them into meetings and convert them as clients. And so how PushCold works is that it finds the right businesses. It automatically builds lists of businesses and industries that we serve, from businesses to databases to the open web. It checks every contact. Addresses get verified as real before anything sends. Dead addresses are marked as spam. Of course, the AI judge is reviewing every lead. Is this really the kind of company we want to help? Is this the right person to talk to? Only the right leads go into the system. It keeps our inboxes healthy because a fleet of 41 to 50 inboxes sending out 20 to 50 emails a day is a lot. So we want to make sure that we're only sending emails at the right time. And then AI copywriters are doing the actual writing. A virtual board of copywriters is drafting the emails and critiquing each other's work before anything is published. And then we never miss a reply. Replies are sorted by interest level. The warm leads go directly to our daily digest, and hot links ping us directly. So here's PushCold by the numbers at this current time. We currently have 20 cold email inboxes. We're expanding that to 40 to 500 cold, and we currently have the capacity to send 400 cold emails a day. Later on in a couple of weeks, we'll have the capacity to send out 1,000 emails a day. And then from minutes, when someone responds, we actually respond back to them and have a meeting with them. And we even use a dedicated tracking phone number. So if somebody's calling us from any kind of email, it goes directly to me. So pretty excited about that. The system we've been building the system for a while, and it's already starting to produce great results. So PushAds is our paid ad system that watches nearly 50 accounts daily. Every morning it pulls fresh numbers, what was spent, what was clicked on, and what turned into customers for our clients. It finds the wasted money. It builds the real words that people are searching for before clicking on an ad. And that's what it builds a list of search phrases that people are searching for when they click on the ad, so that and then it makes adjustments so that ads are more effective. And then there are guardrails and everything. Some clients don't want to spend more than 2 or 3K a month. Some clients want to spend 8K a month. And so it monitors that, and the best performing campaigns are always protected from being touched. So how PushAds stays carefully. It proposes fixes with reasons. There are blocked keywords, budget shifts, pause campaigns. Every proposal comes from a plain English explanation of why things are working. We always do practice runs first with every change, get a dry practice run. And only if the practice run works fine do we actually make the real change. And of course, it handles local service ads too. The Google guarantees ads stay at the top of Google for home services companies like restoration contractors who want to do restoration marketing, right? And so we work with a lot of those kind of companies, and everything is tracked right alongside regular Google ads as well. And of course, we are doing our own market research ahead of time before we take on an ad account. We want to size up the markets, do the research, and make sure that we're looking at our own data so we know how big the opportunities are in each market so we can be successful there. Then we have PushLink, which is our outreach with perfect timing. And this is essentially on LinkedIn. We're looking for buying signals and little clues that a business is looking for help right now. We're in it. And what it does is build short, focused, not 1,000 leads at once. We're sending out 10 or 20 invitations a day, and it reaches out to people at the right moment. The message arrives right when someone needs it, and then they respond or they don't. And then we engage with them and talk to people that do need help. And then we have PushVid, which is our video this essentially creates content and publishes it directly. This essentially creates video content and publishes it directly on YouTube. So it writes the script in the company in our voice with separate formats for quick shorts and longer deep dives. It edits the footage, so it's an automated editor trained on our style, cutting the footage. In fact, this actual video was created from that. So it removed all the uhs and ums in this So it removed all my uhs and ums so it removed all my uhs and ums and blank spaces, cleaned it up into this final video you're seeing today. It's adding the caption with our own speech to text system so that we have accurate caption, because YouTube wants accurate captions. And of course, we have a backup of anything ever hiccups. And then it designs the thumbnail, builds automatically along with our style so we can earn the click. And then it publishes the scale. So currently we are publishing 2 of these videos a day. The system is doing some, and it all goes onto YouTube because, again, YouTube is about half of Google's AI equation. I think the actual number is 6% of all citations come from YouTube video. So being on YouTube is super important. And of course, it watches its own work. So every hour, a central robot publishes videos to make sure everything's done correctly. And we're making videos that add value. This is not junk content. This is handwritten content that answers specific questions that people are asking for, and it gives them value. And of course, we publish these videos directly on our site as well, which embedding the videos gives you extra bonus points and allows you to be double-sided. So if you could show up so if your website could show up at the top of Google and your video shows at the top of a citation, then you're getting a lot more visibility. So PushVid, by the numbers, we have the capacity to upload 14 videos a day across our upload lanes. We have an hourly watchdog that checks on every published video to make sure it's working correctly. And we have 24 AI presenter topics scripted and ready to go at any given time. So we can publish this content manually, or we can publish this with a little bit of AI, or we can do a bit of both. The bottom line is that we have content on the channel that is giving value, answering questions, and that content is being cited by Google. We also have PushSosh, which is our social media that never sleeps. It plans ahead. So posts are scheduled days and weeks in advance across Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and more. It works hand in hand with PushVid, so every video becomes multiple social media posts. Everything is timed for its platform. One piece of work gets seen many times. And of course, it protects the calendar. No account ever goes quiet. No post is going out twice by accident. The schedule. And then we also have PushBrowse. I got tired of building websites by hand. I had contractors that built websites at one point that were doing sort of a really bad job. And so we created our own PushBrowse tool that builds websites or fixes websites for our clients at any given time. So it uses a website like a person. It's a headless Chromium browser that drives a real browser on a website. Invisibly, it logs in. It's measuring site. It's making changes on the website. It's designing entire websites, and it's saving, and it builds everything natively in WordPress and Elementor. It stays ready for any client. If we have a client where their website needs to be changed or tweaked, or the design needs to be modified, boom, we can make immediate changes. And then it does what shortcuts cannot. It's really complicated dealing with visual page builders, image uploads, plugin setup screens. The fiddly jobs with no shortcuts is automatically done with PushBrowse. So I'm super happy about this tool as well. And then, of course, everything resides in the brain, because I had 5 different cloud accounts, each doing work, and I decided I got so tired of copying and paste. So I created a brain. And so what happens is everything is saved to the brain. This is just a Postgres database on our Linux server. So what one robot is learning at 3 o'clock in the morning, it's passed to the whole brain, and everything is constantly pulling from the brain, which is one shared memory for every system and every lesson and every client. Really what we're talking about here is there are a lot of agencies that still work the old way versus the new way, or the push way. The old way is where people are doing spreadsheets and logging in and doing manual work. The work stops at 5 p.m. The lessons live in someone's head unless it's written down somewhere. The lessons live in someone's head, and one clients get one attention at a time. The new way, or the push way, is robots working around the clock, safety gates on any kind of change that are done, one shared brain that never forgets, and every client checked every day. So the people didn't go away. They just stopped doing the repetitive work. And that is the push way. And the work doesn't stop here. We have 7 systems, but And the work doesn't stop here. We have 7 systems, but we're going to keep building more robots. Every week, the systems get smarter, faster, and a little more helpful. The goal has never changed. Our goal is to help local businesses win online and do it better than anyone thought a small agency with 40 clients could ever do. I'm Jeremy Ashburn with PushLeads. Thanks for watching this video. Let me know I'm Jeremy Ashburn with PushLeads, helping small businesses get more leads without struggle or frustration. Talk soon.